All right, now I'm alive. Thank goodness. Hello, hello. I'm coming. I'm a coming. So, I gotta get my chair fixed up here. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. So, but we're also a chat room where we do like to talk to our people in the chat as we go along tonight. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff tonight. So, I need to get my chat room up in front of me and see if I can find me. Well, that was cute. That's all right. Let's see which one's live. I did it 3 times. So, uh, they all say the same. Okay, I'm going to go with 2 waiting. I'm going to go with this one. It says waiting. Okay, so it's trying to process. So it's not that one. Maybe it's this one since it's up. I couldn't, the 3rd time I got on, now it won't let me in. Okay, well, let's see. There's 2 waiting in there, but it says it's not live yet. So I need to go in those and undo them. New stream. Find it. So I want to do that one. So okay. Let me sometimes it won't let me get in, and what I do is I go to here and then I double click it and I close YouTube. Then I go back into YouTube and it'll let me get in. I'm just saying, that's just what it does to me sometimes. So I'll go to me and I'll go to me here, and this is where I'm live. There we are. There we are. Good. Oh, good. So, sorry about that, guys. I was trying to find everybody, and I was talking like I was in the room. I think I was in the room. Yeah, but I just couldn't get it on my iPad. So here we go. 3 times a charm. Woohoo! We're gonna have so much fun tonight. So let me find. Oh my gosh! Now I gotta find on my list. What did I do with yesterday's list? That's the $54 question. And I had today's list right here. So I got to find yesterday's list. What did I do with it? Did I put it over here? No, it's not over there. What did I do? Oh, it's in my purse. Okay, so let me go and get my other list, and we're going to do prompts, and you all can play along if you want to. Let me go get it real quick. Okay, let me turn that fan over to me. Now, so here's my list from yesterday. So we started 100 days, and I think I don't know if I'm going to get a calendar or not, but I'm sure I need a calendar to mark things off. But in the meantime, and I've got my stamps here so we can do some stamps. And you all can tell me if you want to do something first or second. So thank you, Hi, Angela and Sharon, Belinda, and oh my gosh, there's 16 of you. And Teresa, Sharon, hello, hello, and Butterroll, and Jessie. We're going to do prompts. If anybody wants to do prompts with me, not yet, Jessie. Joe's going out to the mailbox. He said in a few minutes. It's at the end of the driveway. Okay. All right. Is today summer? Today first day of summer? All right. Well, I am going to do stamps, and I got some. Stamps that I found in my cupboard over here. So I just have to get to it and show them to you. They're cute. They're cute. I don't know that I've ever really used them. Maybe once. They don't look like they've been used very much. But I got these. So I thought I would get those out and do some stamping for you. We are getting ready to do a stamping trade. And you need to get 5 pages done. So, and go ahead and mail them to me. Get them in the mail. And I'll start checking you off on the list. Whew. Gotta catch my breath. I got this over here. So, I think everybody knows about it. So, if there's anybody that doesn't know about it, raise your hand and I'll talk to you about it. Sure will. Hi, Becca. I fell asleep on your stream and my eyes, we had to get up early today. Well, we didn't get up early. We got up at 11:30. Is that early? We had to go give our blood today for labs for the doctor. And so I normally don't get up sometimes that early, especially if I don't get to sleep the night before. And we were up late the night before. You did, Becca? Well, we're sisters. Yeah, buddy, we must have the same doctor. So anyway, this is Superior Solid Rubber Type. I have no idea what that means, but it's superior. So, oh, Triple W is here. Triple W is here. Hey, um, I know I've asked you your name before, woman, but I forgot. But what's your puppy's name? I probably remember him more than I would you. No offense, but I would. And it's a wiener dog, guys. It's a wiener dog. It's not a, you know, Maeve. Maeve. Is that correct? Maeve. Hello, Michelle. Maeve. Oh, okay, Michelle. You get up in the balcony. Settle down. They've got those big lounge chairs up there now, so you should be comfy. Get up there. Candy, thank you for helping me out today. She filled in for me. So yeah, I like that stamp. This one says Perfection Clothes Dryer. Miles Grove Place or PA? PA. Do you know of Miles Grove, Becca? She's from there up there. Miles Grove. Yeah. Maeve. Maeve. I've never heard of that name before. Hmm.
I'm not sure what this is. Did you order 2 boxes of that?
I probably did. Yeah.
Um,
We got Happy Meal. Woohoo!
yeah.
Oh, okay. I got a door hanger.
Yeah. Look at
Duty
that.
calls. 1 free month of service to clean our duty doggy yard. When things start piling up. Ha ha ha. We have a good dog. She goes in one.
This is meal for me.
Oh, look what Joe got me. My gosh, you know what this means?
Hello, hello.
It means I'm gonna have to give out some Happy Mail tonight. Oh, look at these. Mmm.
They're forever.
Fox. Yeah, they should be. Everything's forever anymore. Foxes and owls and raccoons and a bear and a deer and a skunk and a bobcat and a seal and a rabbit and a chipmunk before they repeat. So there's 8. That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10. Wow, that's good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let's see what we can find for the Happy Mail department here.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that out. So we have a brochure from the National Geographic. They have free magazines and
Yeah,
catalogs
it's the
for traveling.
for traveling and
And if I was able to walk around, but I just don't. I can't walk around anymore. But I love the photos, and this is a pretty cool flyer. You can make something out of it.
it's journaling. Yeah,
Yeah, journey
journeys.
that I journal. Look, let's see. Oh, this is from County Road. County Road. County Road.
Is that Tennessee?
I think it's in Tennessee. It's in Tennessee, but I can't remember who the address belongs to. So let's see if I can find my scissors. And I just don't see them anywhere. I got a little pair here. I got a little pair. Who's that? So yeah,
Okay.
Tennessee. I like Tennessee.
Huh?
I really do. You're right in the middle.
Yeah.
You get some cold weather and some hot weather. Got a little bit of everything. Okay. Let's see who we got this from. Oh look, and she used the new stamps.
Who? Oh yeah.
Whoever sent this to me. Oh,
Oh yeah.
this is Joyce. She sent me a self-addressed stamped envelope and her stamped images. Oh boy. Okay. All right. And she taped them up in little bundles. So we're going to put this right back in, and she is the first one to receive the stamp image. She's the first one I received from, and then she sent me some postcards. All right, thank you, Joycey. Is she in here? There she is. I got it, Joycey. Wait, there's more. Oh, there's another self-addressed stamped envelope. Okay. Oh no, that was the one. That was just one. I had already put it back in. Never mind. I'm excited. Can't remember what I just did. But thank you, Joyce. We will begin a new container with everybody's things in it. So that's perfect. So I'm going to finish doing some of these. If I do a little bit every day, I will get them done. So, it's not Angie. Angie has sent me Happy Mail before. Yes, she has. So let's put that back in there, and we're going to do 4 of these. This one says New Perfection, Belding, Michigan. That's what it says. It's antique stuff. Vintage stuff. I have no idea where I got them from. Joe probably brought them home to me, if I had to guess. Oh, Candy made Mel a special retirement dinner tonight. Oh, how nice, Candy. What'd you serve? Asking for a friend. So this is the blue, and I'm going to get another color out. Yeah, we all want to know. Inquiries want to know. What'd you make? I'm sure it was good. Home cooked meal and everything. Pork Marcel, whole grain pasta, and a string bean salad. Well, I've never heard of a Marcella before. Great. Sounds yummy. Oh, I already did that one. I'm just using a new color. Candy gets a star by her name. It's a type of wine. Okay. Okay, I can see that in the sauce. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hi, Debbie. So, anyway, we are doing the stamping trade for all of those who want to play along. If anybody has not signed up yet, let me know and I'll sign you up. It's not too late. We're just getting things ready. And it'll be the first before you know it. And if you have yours, it would be nice if you could just go ahead and mail them, get them in the mail. I'm accepting. I'm accepting incoming. I'm accepting it. What's a stamping tray? Play. If you'd like to play for the stamping, you send me 5 pages of stamps, of different stamps, and then and a self-addressed stamped envelope. Send that to me, and I will send you back 5 different sheets from everybody. We'll mix them all up, and you'll get 5 back that are completely different than what you sent me. It's a trade. It's a swap. Yeah. Oh boy. And if you don't have any stamps, you just need to let me know, and I can tell you how we can work that out. Because we can work everything out. Okay. So hi everybody coming in. Hello, hello. Come on in. We're going to do prompts here in just a second. We're doing prompts. We're doing the 100-day challenge. And I'm still working on my book. But I've got the first signature done up, so I can still do the prompts tonight. So I can still play. So who else have I missed? Sherry Van. Janet Nash is here. And if you want to go back and watch Miss Rebecca, she's been doing the 100-day challenge, and started it Monday, and I've got Mondays and Tuesdays on my desk prompts, and we're going to start today, and I'm going to do mine on the days that I stream. So Thursday I'll do Wednesdays and Thursdays. So there we got some stamps started on those pages, and if I do them a little bit every time, I'll get a bunch of pages made up. So this is going to be part of my book. I did the famous Coptic stitch, and these are my grocery bags. So I'm going to start with number 1 right here, and this will be number 2. So let's see if I can find the middle of the book, the page, like this. See, it'll be sort of like this. So that's about the middle of the page, and I'm just going to do that. It's about a 1/2 inch, and then I'll do another line over here, about a 1/2 inch. And then I'll draw a line between the two. I'm going to do mine on 1/2 pages so that my book won't be too big. So this is day 1 and day 2. Got that? Oh. So that's what that's all about. So without further ado, does anybody need to be signed up for the stamp trade? There's plenty of time. All you got to do is stamp me 5 pages and mail them to me with a self-addressed stamped envelope. And I will mail you back 5 different pages, and it'll probably be closer to the middle of the month before I start, or at least after a week or 2, so I can trade. I got to wait till I get some other people in. So anyway, I'm going to try to move this out of my way. It's a little stampy box that I use from time to time. Avalanche ready to happen over there. It's just a little wobbly, but we're not going to complain. All right, so here we go. Now, let's put this out of the way, and we need to get that out. So as I find things, I will put them in these envelopes that I got around here. I got a couple of envelopes. So let's see. Okay, the very first prompt was tear your page in half. Now, it didn't say turn it or do anything with it. It just said tear your page in half. Well, I'm going to tear this whole page in half because I haven't put down any prompts yet. And I'll tear it above the line in case it decides to go a different direction. But I'm tearing the page in half, and boom, there it is. There it is. I tore the page in half, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this together as soon as I find my glue stick. I know it's right here somewhere. Somewhere. We'll use this. So I'm going to glue it back together because I'm going to be working on the rest of the page. But that was the name of the prompt. Tear the page in half. And this was my interpretation of it. And a lot of times when Beckett does she got new prompts. One of her old prompts was tear it in half and turn it upside down. so you, so that that's just a cute prompt. It's something different, and it looks fun to do. You know what I mean? All right. So if you need me, okay, Debbie wants to do the trade. If you need me, you just speak to me in caps if you don't mind. And the next month after the washi tape, we are going to be trading dolls. And Goldie's going to help me on that. Goldie's going to help me with the dolls. She had already started a trade, and I said, well, how about doing it in my room and then we can all play? And so that's how that could happen. Okay, Debbie, 5 pages with a self-addressed stamped envelope so I can return your 5 pages back. And please get them out ASAP. Okay, so that was number 1. And I don't know if I want to check them off or the next prompt is use a sponge. Now, I didn't say how to use the sponge. It just said use a sponge. And this is a little piece of sponge that I've had in my stash. And I don't know what it came from. It came from packing of some sort. And I'm just going to use half of it. I don't think I need all of it. So it says use a sponge. So I'm going to get a plate and put some paint down. And what color of paint should I start off with, guys? I'm going to let you all help me. Now I'm doing Monday's prompts too. Oh, blue. Oh, someone said olive, but then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. So sorry, Mr. Olive. But you know what? Let's see if I have an olive. I can do olive first. I can do it. I won't be. I won't be too fiddly about it. An olive green. This might be a little bit too light or too dark for the olive, but I'm going to pick this green here. It's Hooker's green. And then I'll put my blue on top of it. And I'm just going to use a sponge. Probably don't even need that much. Not at all. Probably don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how your envelope comes. You can fold it. It's however you can get it in your envelope. Joyce folded hers, but I don't care. So how should I do this? We'll do green first. And I'm just working on the upper half. You gotta remind me to I like that. Yeah, there we go. Told you it was too much paint. Okay. And I could even do the edges of the paper. 100-day challenge. So we're doing a 100-day challenge. I think Jassy. I think Jassy's playing, and and Juju's playing, and of course Becca and Dana are playing. Now I don't know if Dana's doing 100 days, but she played today with with Becca. So, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to play every day. You don't have to do 100-day in a row like we're doing. But you can do. You can still do a game. Make a game of it. So now we'll go straight into the blue. And this is kind of a metallic blue. And I got to make it thin so it'll dry. And with the Coptic stitch, I can go all the way to the edge. Now, I will say, sometimes when you bind your books, the first and the last page might have an edge from tape or something trying to hold it all together. But anyway, I used a sponge, and I'm going to lay it right there, and hopefully I'll come back over to it after a while for something else. Oh, then it says swirl paint. So, what would be a good way to swirl paint? Does anybody have any loving suggestions? Swirl paint. Dana's going to do 50. She might do 50. She might do 50 and do it half. I think that's what she's trying to say. Yeah, Candy is moving, and moving day's coming up real soon. And I'm hoping she's going to have some help, and she'll be in a new place. So we can all look forward to maybe some pictures on my group, Candy. Maybe we'd like to see a few pictures. Swirl with a brush, says Sharon. Shall I use copper or gold? Metallic gold to swirl? That's what I want to do. I'm just gonna paint right out of the copper. You prefer copper? Boom! Boom! There is bronze. Is that copperish enough? This one's more copper. So Diane's here, Linda's here, Pam's here. Woohoo! Hi everybody. We are playing a prompt game, and we're going to do swirls next. Well, she's more of a coppery color anyway, don't you think, Steph? I think she is. So I'm going to put some paint on here, and I'm just going to do some spirals. Is that a swirl? Is that swirly enough? I could do something like, swirlies, just like, I don't know. I'm just going to do this. This is what Becky did. And I'm doing a pretty decent job if I do say so myself. Don't want to jinx anything by any means, but okay, there's our swirls. Okay, that's enough of that. Then it says stamp a pattern. Now, stamping a pattern could be stamping one stamp over and over and over in a rows, and it's a pattern. Or it could be something like a doodle, and I think it could be something like a stencil. And Becca said all of these things in her videos yesterday and today. She told you all kinds of uh, ideas of how to do work on your page. She was she was a very good teacher, and she explained a lot of things. So I think I'm going to use a stencil, and I think I've got one out already, but I want to dry my page real good. So have I said hi to everybody? Have I missed anybody in the balcony? Hello, balcony. And Linda, uh, did you get a package from me yet for Tim? Did Tim get a package? So let's see. I have a napkin right here, and just gonna dab this a little bit. And take up some of the thick part to get it to dry a little bit faster. Now, let's see what we can do. So, if you need me, type in caps, and that way I won't have to read all of your all's business. You all can talk among yourselves. Oh, he loves the train book. Okay. And you got some cool napkins. Did he get a crossword puzzle? Search a word search puzzle? I sent him one for his birthday. Okay, I think that's enough of that. He raked it in this month. He got a whole bunch of stuff. So her son loves trains. And he loved the train book that I found. That's great. So anyway, I have this stamp over here, this stencil. And is that a pattern? I believe it is. That's a pattern. You're right, Pam. Just my sister has a dog that is part Chihuahua and part Dutch Hound, and they nicknamed it a Chewini, and I just love saying Chewini. She's a Cheweenie. She sure is. So I'm going to look for a tool. I did have a sponge over here, but I don't see it. This one keeps sticking. I'll have to get Joe to open that one. I got some more. Well, I can't get that open. It sure is, Becca. It's a hot mess. I'm only got this much room. I can't go any further right here, and I can't go any further over here. Can't go too much further up there, and I can't go too much further down here. So, this is the end of the table. This is it. A 12 by 12 is all I got today. So I'm going to pour this out over here and see if I can use this white in the stencil. Yep. I have dreams of it being much bigger. And I've got these out because I'm going to felt these. I'm in a flower trade with Aunt Beck. And so I'm going to save that for something different. And I'm going to get one of my sponges. I got these little disposable sponges, and I usually get to use them more than once. So Joe bought me a new magic marker. Mm-hmm. He said that should last for a little while. Depends on how much ink they put in it. They probably didn't put any more ink in it than they would a regular pen. So I've got this in the middle of my paper, and it's going to be my pattern. So I've got to hold it down while I do this. And that's good enough. So here we go. Yep, I got too much paint out. Gesso. I'm using gesso. It'll give it a little texture and Becca yesterday, she made up some new textured paint, gesso, and she used marble dust. And it's another art product that we don't use very often. And I don't use it at all. But whenever I do whenever I made gesso in the past, I used talcum powder. Now, I don't know what the difference between talcum powder and baby powder is, but I think there is a difference. Now, doesn't that look cute? We can just quit right now. so yeah, and this was a paper stencil, and I'm not going to be able to use it forever in a day, but if I take good care of it, I can keep it for quite a while. I will let this paint dry on there, and it will make it a little stronger. And it's wet. It's really wet, but it'll dry. So yeah. Okay, let me get my pencil back out. We used a sponge and we did the swirls. That looks really, really good. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. But now it says use a white pen or marker? A white pen or marker? Let me dry this and think about it. So, and that's another trade I need to put down. We could trade stencils. We can trade. I've got a lot of stencils, and we can put them on papers and trade papers. We'll we'll put it on the. You know what, Dana? That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to put little dots. Yeah, I'll put it on the list. I've got an ongoing list. I didn't look ahead. I'm not looking ahead, except I saw markers. We got white pen, and then we got regular markers. But I will do the white pen first. Here's the white pen that Dana gave me, and it's a metallic white. Metallic white. I don't think I've used it. Well, let's just use it. Wonder how it comes out. Oh, you just draw. Okay, let's see if you could see it. I don't know that you can see it. It's wet. It's wet, but it's not. I don't feel hear a shaker. It doesn't show on the. It doesn't show up. It's wet when it comes out. This is a water-based opaque, so you're going to be able to see through it. Metallic color pen. Okay, that's okay. I won't hold it against her. I've got some white things. Here's a jelly roll. Here's another jelly roll. Oh, here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to tell you right now. It's a whiteout pen. And then we're going to use other markers when we get done with this one. I'll try some of these. The whiteout pen is my favorite, but I tried. Oh, look, it dried white. Oh, I can still use it, Dana. Look, it dried white. It goes on clear, but it dried white. Okay, that'll work. We can still use this pen. And the jelly rolls, I had a bunch, and I couldn't get them to to do anything on anything. And um, and then somebody brought me a whole new set of them, and but I can't get the jelly rolls to work. And then this is a new one, and I can't. Oh, that one worked. Okay. We'll see how long it works. But I like what I'm doing. We're just making circles. Random circles. Just baby circles. And you can go all the way to the edge. That's good. And I'll do some of these too. This one, I'll do some of these too. Wow. You sent me another gel pen in my stash. I think I've got a Posca pen around here somewhere. Of course, there's a bunch of stuff over here on my desk. Tons of stuff over there. I would love to get down to it. I've got about 4 boxes sitting in the hallway where I've taken things out of here so that I can, once I get half of this out of my eyesight, I can work on my table. So I was looking for another box. I did buy me a new basket. I can fill it up after I take all the stuff that's in it out. Joe kidnapped me and took me to a yard sale last week. It's all his fault. So uh, so anyway, that's enough of that, and I will move on to another pen, and I'm going to use this one and do the dot method. And you can't see it. I gotta figure out where I'm going to start. I'll start right there, and I'm going to use this. They're subtle. Okay, and then I'll go around this way. And we're doing a white pen and markers. Actually, this could be the white pen, and then this could be the markers. I don't have to use any more, but I was thinking about putting some of this blue on there. If they... Crap, Lynch. Sorry about that. This is a paint stick. It's not a marker. So we'll save this for something else. There's a purple marker. I thought I'd put just a few of these on here just to see if the purple would accent anything. But really, you don't have to do too much. Too much is too much. Less is more. So I don't know if you could tell I did the purple on there or not, but I did. But anyway, I did those two. Those are done. That's done. So we did the white pen. We did the markers. And then it says, make your own color wheel. Guess what I'm going to do? Let me find my magic markers. Yes, I'm going to use magic markers. And this is going to be my color wheel. And I'll color the leaves. All right. Hi, Tofu. Come on in. So, color wheel. Color wheel. Oh, well, that wasn't too bad of a mess. The drawers didn't come out of it. It just rolled markers. Let's just see. Where are my markers? I think they were behind me. So this is where I keep oh my I have a can for my white pens. And I don't know if those are the tips I want or if these are the tips I want. So we'll just see. It takes me a minute to get on my stool. I got a new cushion and it's so comfy. It doesn't hurt my back when I sit on it all night long. But see, this is where I can put my pens, my white pens. And like that. Is that all of them? That's a white one too now. Okay, so we'll set that over here out of the way. And I'm going to need a rainbow of colors. I don't know that I need this. This is a cute idea. If anybody goes to get soda pop at the gas stations, they sell these. They sell drinks in the little cartons. So we buy the drinks just so that we can have the pockets. And my daughter, her family was drinking these, and she saved me a whole bunch of them. So I got a bunch of them over here, and they're so handy to have a little caddy around. They really just they just are so helpful. So let me see what these tips are. If they're not too skinny, we'll use them. But I'm going to have to start with R. See, it's a fine tip. Oh, I can use that tip. That's better than a felt tip. Okay. Red and orange. Good. And yellow. And I can do shades of red. This is a different red. Do they have names on them? No, these are Pin and Gear, and they are uh, Walmart brand. And then another orange, and another yellow, and then a G for green. So we want a green and a green. Are y'all getting the idea? Green and green, and then blue and blue. Blue and blue. And then we want purple and purple. That looks more blue. That's blue. We're going to have a different purple. We've got purple and purple and then pink. Shall we do pink? And we'll use this pink and maybe this pink. Okay. Think I can do it? Okay. Let's see if we can do it. So I got to get 2 envelopes out. Here's one. I might need to send Joe to the Dollar Tree to get me some more envelopes. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. So I'm going to play it by ear. So we're going to start off with red. And I'm just going to start off with this color. Maybe I was going to color it in. I might as well now. I've already started. Okay, there's red. And then down here, I was going to do a red. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's red. And I'm going to do orange. Another way that we could do this is, oh, I got some printouts over there. What I can do is divide this by 7. At the center, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's not enough, so it's got to be 1, 2. Let's see. I'm trying. Maybe I'll do it in pencil. Let's just try this again. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to divide my paper into 7s. It's so easy to do even numbers than odd numbers. So I need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and pink. Well, there it goes. That's all I needed. So this one goes up, and then the bottom one goes out and out on the bottom. So I have to keep that in mind. So we can do orange is going straight up. And I'm making it up as I go. You know that, right? Ooh, that one's fluorescent. Red, orange, yellow. And yellow goes over here. And I'll go back over with some more colors as soon as I get it organized. Yellow and green. And it goes completely east. And this prompt does take a long time to do this prompt. I can't do it fast. I'm usually lickety split fast. And then we've got this way and this way for the blue and I'm going to use this one. Everybody with me? Whew. I can smell that alcohol. It smells like paint or something. And then a darker blue, which is really looks more like purple, but we're going to use it. It's going to make me sneeze. Heat. It's going to make me sneeze. And then purple over this way. Which is a scarlet. That does not look like that. They do not look alike. I'm sorry. Well, sometimes I don't think that they can read directions. And this one looks just a little bit lighter than that. That's okay. Excuse me. Markers. And now we'll do pinks. And it's going to go over this way. And we're going to end up doing a few more. Maybe we'll do this many. This is supposed to be a lighter pink, but I can't tell too much of a difference. It's very, very subtle. Well, hi, Lynn. Lynn's here. Kelly Ann's here. Hi, everybody. We're doing a color wheel, and we're doing it differently. We're doing it differently than the way it has ever been in its life. This is a new way to do a color wheel. So I'm coloring a few more petals. And this one is almost dried out. I've had these pens forever. I don't use them enough. This is the lighter red, which it has a little bit of an orange tint to it, which goes great beside the orange, the orange ones. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to see it pretty good. This is what I'm hoping. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals. So one of them I'll have to leave out. So I can do one red, one orange, one yellow. Maybe I'll leave the yellow one out. And then I'll do the green and the blue and the fuchsia and the pink. That's what it looks like it's going to be. So we'll do this one too. And we'll use this one for the red. And how's it? It's coming along. Can you tell? Can you tell it's coming? Can you see the color wheel? You think it is? You think it's doing okay? I got 2 yellows. Now I didn't plan this. It just happened. It was a happy little accident. Okay, and then this yellow. So I'm going to do, I could do the green one right there. I could still do the yellow. Okay, so enough of that. Now the green. So I think that's good. Let's try this one. And then we'll do blues. And the next thing that we're going to get to do is a cluster. I have a cluster box. So we're going to do blues here. And I've got a cluster box. So we'll get that out here in a second. And I think I'll go this one blue. "100 Days of Prompts." We're going to be doing prompts. And then I think purple comes next. And it turned out to be a fuchsia. But that's okay. We're not gonna complain. You can see the dots from that pen that I used. It didn't show up until it dried. So we're going to do that one, and then we're going to do this lighter one here. And then we'll do the pink on the rest. That didn't take too long, I don't think. This one's drying out a little bit. We'll do the pink with the rest. Okay, there's my color wheel. So, everybody doing okay? You don't like to do prompt pages at all, Teresa? I didn't know that. I know you're good at drawing. You draw along with me all the time. And this has got its own little caddy, so we're gonna keep using it this way. It does make it easier to see them. Although I probably should store these upside down so that the nibs won't be so dry. So I'm missing one, but it's probably in somewhere else. Okay. Now, let's try that. And now we're going to do cluster. We're going to make a cluster. So good. And then we have stickles and then numbers. Stickles and numbers. And oh, I know what I want to do there too. I already know. I can already see it. So let me get my cluster box out. Here is it's a cluster box. I've got about 3 or 4 of them in the room, but this is what I saw. So we're going to make a cluster and see what we can come up with. Now, a cluster, if you don't know what a cluster is, it is just a layer of different fibers, and it could be big or little. I usually make mine little. And you use different fabrics, different textures. Look, there's some gauze I needed the other day. You can use material. You can use burlap. You can use lace, eyelet lace, and you can use any colors that you want. And if something is just like too big than what you want it, you can cut it in half. Like that. And so the idea is to see the layers. I like to go around in a pinwheel And you can see these layers as they're put down every which way. You can see each and every layer on here. So there's always something to look at. So that is a cluster. And then I like to put a little bit of ribbons. See how cute that ribbon is? That just goes right there. It goes right there. But you can use other fibers. You can put this type of lace, hemming lace. I like using that too. And good thing about lace, that might look even better than that one. The thing about the lace is you can see through the lace. And I'm going to put that one right there. And if you have, bows or tassels or anything, you can put those on them too. And I've got a whole bunch of little bows already made up. And I could put a bow on that. And you can put little tiny stickers, pieces of paper, and you can glue it or you can staple it. And it doesn't matter how you put it together. Sometimes you got to lift your staple up to get everything underneath there flat and in order. So I'm going to staple that right down the middle and see how that looks. The staples on the back, it worked perfectly. And there's my little cluster. I could sit and make these all day. So, yeah, I could sit and make them all day. So our cluster will go on our page. We could put it on the yellow side. Since the yellow was kind of big, that would be perfect. And then I can staple it to the page. I can stay, and I can go underneath or over. I can go underneath this big one here and just staple it to the page. And then that staple will be covered up. Back is a cluster. I love it. Well, that was quick. So I didn't use that little piece. So I'll put it back in the box for another day. So stickles is a type of and then numbers. So I am going to put my stickles on last because it'll take longer to dry. But my numbers, I think I'm going to use these numbers, and it's an alphabet set, and I've got little numbers that would fit right inside of the petals. And I think I'm going to go with just basic black. I could do colors, but black will look all right. So let's do the black. And I'm going to do random numbers. I love it. So let's 1, random numbers, 2, 3. I'll do 3 again. 3 is my lucky number anyway. So yeah, that'll work. And then we'll go with 4. Random numbers. And 5. I like 5 too. And 6. And 7. and 8, and 9, and then I have a 0. Okay, there's our random numbers. So that was worth it. And stickles. Oops, I left one out. I lost it. I lost one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we want the stickles. And the stickles I'm going to use is my uh, art glitter glue. Art glue. It's a glitter glue. And it's just like stickles. And I'm going to use the copper. Actually, it's a little bit more orangier. Tracy said she worked her fingers to the bones. Oh, so I'm just going to put some random dots um, all over the page in a random order, and there's a lot of little petals that are left that will be perfect for the glitter. Not on all of them, but on most of them for sure. So, and then this will dry, and then we'll have it done. Okay, just a little of that. There we go. Becca, there you go, honey. So the only thing I've got last to do is to put a date on it. So I'm going to put the 24th on it. See if I could get it. I could have done that with my numbers. That's all right. We'll stick it in down here. And I do have my book, my outside book, and I'm going to put 100 days on it and all that jazz, and decorate the front of that when the time comes. Okay, so now we're ready to go on to the next prompt page. Don't know if I'm going to keep the prompts or not, but there they are, such as they are. So here is our new prompts, and our new page is going to be this much. So let's take a little break and fix up 2 envelopes, and we'll do a giveaway. I like to find things off my desk to put in my envelopes, and let's see if these will go in there. Maybe. Yes, it will. Yes, it will go in there. So we'll put a couple of these out. Put that in there. Put that over there. Okay, and let me think now, just a minute. I've got all kinds of stuff around here to use. I've got some paper sitting up here. I've got my papyrus paper. Shall I share my papyrus? Some of my papyrus. This is paper from Egypt. It's fibrous paper made from the plant papyrus. So it's a type of grass. And it's paper. So you can craft with it, and that would be cute on a cluster and stuff. That would be cute. But I'll share my papyrus paper. Fancy smancy. But it came from Egypt. I believe that's where it came from. Okay, then I have some I've got some painty papers, and I think that Dana gave me this paper, and I've been using it. So I can share this paper. Like that. Okay. We got stamps. So, yeah, here's Dana's Scrappy Girl. Her logo. So we'll put that in there. And that one in there. Just a piece of scrap paper. And looking, there's some paper. Some paper. Big enough to do a little bit with. They're just scraps, but it's paper that we can play with. It comes in handy when you need a little scrap for something. Just a little scraps. Cute papers. And here I can share some of this ribbon. Like that. Okay. Okay. Now, let me think. What else have I got around here? Oh, I've got some stickers. We could put some stickers in there. Everybody can use a little sticker every now and then. Let's see what else I got up here. And I've been putting these. I made some paper dolls out of these. And I was in a postcard swap. And it's a postcard. And it says, "Miss you, mean it, come back, see us." Come back and see us. So a little postcard for fun. That's fun. And I've got some leftover paint over here. Just for fun. We'll put some stars on your envelope. And we'll get ready to do another game. I'm going to be doing this for a while. And when will my 100 days be up? I bet Juju's already got a calendar out. So we put some stars on there. That worked. And we will put some stamps on here. And we'll just use these little animal stamps. We've got the fox and the raccoon. Like that. And like that. Stamps go up in July. You might want to get you some stamps if you can splurge, if you can afford to splurge. Get you some stamps. They're going to go up. I don't know what the price of them is now, and I don't know what the price is going to be. But I bought me a bunch of stamps. But, you know, I use them throughout the year, so I've got enough to last me to the end of the year. July 15th, okay. Dana says it's only day 2. I know. Is it going to be September the 30th? Goldie says September the 30th. Okay. So my plans are to, with the exception of today, on Tuesdays I'm going to do 3 starting next Tuesday. I'll do Saturday, Sunday. No, I'm sorry. I'll do Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays on Tuesday night. Thursday night, I'll do Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then Saturday, I'll do Fridays and Saturdays till the end of September. You got that? That's my plan. It's going from 73 to 78. Oh, my. My. Is Kelly in the room? Okay. Kelly is having a swap and she's giving out her names already. So it's closed and it's an envelope swap. And then Cindy is doing a postcard swap, and she's still accepting names if you want to get in on the postcard swap. And then Aunt Beck is doing a fiber flower exchange. And let me get some more things to put in here. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Where's my little birdie book? It's over here. Yep. I've got some birds that I can share. So that'll be nice. Let's get you a couple of birds. I've been using this book too quite a bit because I like it. Because I like it. So that'll be nice. And our little folders. It does. Okay. Let's let me see. Let me think. There's 32 of y'all in here. I'm so happy. Let's put a number in between 1 and 1 and 100. Between 1 and 100. And I will take 2 winners. Two winners. I just did, Kellyanne, and I got you. No problem. I haven't addressed anything, so there's no harm. Gotcha, Kellyanne. So we will put this in between 1 and 100, and we'll push the button in a minute. Okay, Kellyanne, I wrote it down. Put your numbers in from 1 to 1 and 100. I like for y'all to be present to win, because that way, you know, you all get the rewards. And Angela's on the board. Ginger, you have to change your name, Ginger. Change your number, Ginger. Angela's an excellent secretary, and I need all the help I can get. Well, Janet was here earlier. She had to go to bed. Pam. Holler at Pam. There she did. She got number 6. Is that better, Angela? Oh, both numbers were Ginger's. We try to, the first number is the winner over the second number, but sometimes if there's 2 numbers and they hit it spot on, then they might be the winners. But we like to play the way we do it, and it's whoever's the closest to the number without going over, because sometimes you can get somebody close underneath and somebody close over. Who you gonna pick? Yeah. So it's the number and below, from 1 to 100. Oh, you got it in now, Ginger? Yeah, you got it in now. You got number 6? Okay. Okay, everybody all right? Everybody got your numbers in? I'll wait just a second for the lag. And there can be a lag. And oh, I found out. I'm sorry I left this out the other day, but I can revive that. It's water soluble. My my container for my glue stick. All you got to do is add a little water to the lid, and put the lid on upside down and let it sit there for a few minutes, and it will moisten back up and it won't be hard. I did it by accident and it worked. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. So, what I like to do is officially type in stop. Everybody got your numbers in? Last chance. Get your numbers in. And I officially stop. That way, if anybody comes in the room, okay, lady, which number do you have? How come the 6 won't count? Everybody got different numbers? Okay. Goldie, Angela, is everything okay? I'll let Angela help me. No, there were 229, so she changed hers to 6. So we'll give her the 6. Okay. Okay. Oh, it was the same person but two different names. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. One number per person. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to hit the random number, and the number is going to be number 1. Who was the lowest, the two lowest numbers closest to 1? And I've often thought about that. Um, if it was 1 and it has to be under, would I go back to, would 1 be connected to the 100? And then I would go down from 100. Everybody went over. Okay. I'll push the number again, but that's a good question. We could easily do different rules if we my mind's going. I'll just stop. I'm going to I'm going to pick another number, okay? So here we go. Oh, let me put the O in here. Now let's try it again. 68. And I'll pick another number for the second winner. 68. 68. That's a pretty good number. Was it Sherry? Oh my God, I got to get this stamp off of here because she's going to take a round stamp. No problem. Doesn't hurt a bit. Won't hurt a bit. All right. All right. So, yeah, I got enough mods at the moment. I don't need any more. I don't need any more troublemakers. I think I got enough. I do enough damage. Was it Sherry? She had 68 on the nose. Okay, Sherry. Let me get my ink pen out. And see, she'll get a round stamp. She'll get an international stamp because it's going to Canada. Okay, there's Sherry. Now we're going to do another number and see and give somebody else a chance to win. And the number is going to be 26. 26. Was it candy? Woohoo! You! Now you tell me, are you going to be at your address, your regular address for the next week? I know you told me when you were moving, but she's getting ready to move. If I get these out in tomorrow's mail, okay, to the end of July. Okay, good. I'll mail it to your address then. All right. So, and I will be weighing these little puppies, and uh, I can weigh these and see how much they weigh, and I'll know, and that way I'll know if the postage, if it's under an ounce, I get to put as much in it up to an ounce. Okay, it was 1.10 ounce. So I need an extra postage stamp. And the extra postage stamps are the little school buses. And I bought me some. Give you all a little education here. This is a postcard stamp, and it says postcard, but you've got to have a magnifying glass to see it. But it's postcards. And then this stamp is an extra ounce, additional ounce underneath there. So Candies will get an additional ounce. And then Sherry's, hers is probably the same. It needs an extra ounce, as well as a round stamp. So I will put this on there, and then I will put the round stamp on there. Did I get some internationals? I should have, but I've got some internationals over here, so I'll be getting those out. All right. So I'll get those addressed after I get offline tonight. And now we get to do our second prompt game. That was a nice little break. Nice little break. So let's see now. Okay. All right. So here we go. Put that over there. And I've got my bird book out. So the new, oh goodness, the new one says put a bird on it. So I get to get another bird out of there in a minute. But I'll wait and do the page first. So I'm going to move this up so that you all can see the bottom half of my page. And I'm real happy with my color wheel. Super happy. Thank you, Goldie. It was a lot of fun. We always have fun. So let me get rid of that one. Get rid of some of this stuff. It says wad up a piece of paper and use it to stamp with. So I'm not going to be using this girl anymore. I made a doll out of her. So let's wad this up. I know it does, Goldie. And you know what? I have everything we need to do batik fabric. And I have done batik fabric on here before. And I need to do it again. Shall I put that on my list of to do things? So anyway, this is a hard piece of paper. Let me get a softer piece of paper. That hurts my hands. I've got another piece of paper over here. So let's just wad this one up. Yes, okay. That's one of the things about me is I just like to do everything. I just can't stay in one row. So I wadded it up twice. And now we're going to use this as a mark maker. So if all else fails and you're doing the stamping trade and you don't have any more stamps, you just wad you up a little piece of paper and stamp away. That's really all you got to do. So let's put that over there. I've got some green paint over here and white. Let's do the green first. And this has got stickles on it, so I can't lay that up there. I got to lay it over here to the side. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Now we're doing it. Okay. So let's just see if this will satisfy us and do good. I could rub it. And keep going. The paint is still coming off. Go off the page. We're on day 2. Woohoo! 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer. Yep. So that looks good. So now I'm just going to kind of open this up. And I'm going to wad it up again with that in the middle. And I'm going to use the white that I have out on top of this. So, what do y'all think about my paper wad? That's a Becca. That's a Becca prompt. These are her prompts. I like it. Makes a mess. If I want to put another color on here, I can. So there's that. But we have some ink to do a little bit later on here. So I'm not going to put another color on. So we'll just leave that at that. So the next one is cardboard. And I'm going to dry this. Oh, Becca, I fell asleep on you for a whole hour today. It's only fair. It's only fair that you fall asleep on me. I won't hold it against you. Our little cluster looks so cute. All right. Diane did too. Well, Diane, you stream during the middle of the night. I catch you every now and then if I'm up, but you stream in the middle of the night, girl. And I'm a night owl, so well, let's try that. I know, Becca. Don't I do too? It's my color wheel. Okay, so the next one is cardboard. And I did tear off a piece of cardboard uh, before I started streaming. So we can do anything we want with the cardboard. We could stamp with it. It's got corrugation in the middle of it. Corrugation, Becca. It's got corrugation. And what you do is you take your pointy tool and you go up underneath and you can tear the paper off. To give it, if you want to use that corrugation. Yeah, it's a new word. I mean, how else are they going to get new words if people don't like me don't use them? You know? Yeah, that's what it's all about. So Becca, she glued her corrugation down, and then Dana, she stamped with her corrugation. I think she glued a little bit of it down too. And I don't know that it would show up if I stamped it, but it would show up if I tear it and put it on there. Remember the days when they didn't even have big, nice paper bag or cardboard boxes? I bet the other side does it lickety split. Look, it all came off on the other side. That's the side we need to use. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Did I tear it in half? Just looks like I didn't. I did tear mine in half, and there's the seam. I glued it back together. On my first one. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to put this one here and this one there. And this one there. This one there. And this one there. And then this little baby one right there. Nope, I don't like that. So we're going to put that one there. That one there. Okay. How's that? I don't have to use all of it, but I was kind of wanting to. Maybe the pieces are too big. That's a thought. That's just a thought. Let's just thin it down a little bit. There we go. It was all too big for the page. There. That's much better. So let's glue this down. Let's glue that down. Get rid of all this little fussy stuff. We don't need any of that anymore. And I need my needle back to glue it down. I also have my hot glue gun on here. I could even use it. So, what did Esther say? You're going to get mixed media paper tablet to use for your prompts, and then I can cut them up for postcards. Exactly. Wouldn't that be a cute postcard? Absolutely. And Esther is our birthday girl. She you could do, if you wanted to do postcards this year, that would be different if you wanted to start using postcards. Well, come on out. That would be good since postage is up so high. I think that might be a better choice, don't you? We gotta cut expenses. I know. We like to send our happy mail. You're right. Well, you know, you know who comes in the you know who comes in here. So maybe we could have like an active would get happy mail, and then the inactive people that we haven't seen for a while, maybe they can get the postcards. How about that? That would help. And if anybody would like to donate to the birthday fund, send some stamps to Esther. Yeah, she's our birthday card lady. I have many hands with my group. It's not just it's not just me. All I want to do is art. I just want to do the art. I don't want to do any of the technology stuff. I don't want to have to reboot my computer, which I had to do today. I don't want to fool around with another system. It's today your birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And many more. There you go. So the next thing is postage. And postage stamps, uh, you might have an ink stamp of it. I do have an ink stamp of a postage stamp, but I've got some old stamps here. So let's put a few stamps on this. And she got her nails done today. Did you do your nails? Your nails are so pretty. She's a manicurist, guys. She does manicures. So let's see what we can do in this box. We've got lots of flags. We could do modern stamps, and then I might have some old stamps down here from like other places of the world. So there's a stamp. Or we could do collared stamps. There's a stamp. These are kind of like monotone, just one color. They're like sketched. This is a cable car and a ferry boat. Of course, I probably won't. Oh, wait a minute. I have something else. I have another ferry boat. I have a car that's kind of monotone. Yeah. I've got picture stamps. I've got this little pocket in here. This is a little envelope that I made. And you open it up and you put some little doolollies in there. Like a little bit of doolollies. And then you put that in Happy Mail. I don't know why it's in here, but it's here. We won't judge anything. There's another car. And we don't have to put a lot on there. We could just put one if we want to just do one. One stamp. Oh, here's another little envelope. And it had something in there. In the corner. It looked like a stamp. Yep. Something I made a while back. Those are real old. Okay. Just one more. Come on. Give me one more good one. One more good one. And another envelope. One more. Okay, I've got a sticky note. No idea what that's all about. Nope, don't know. Okay. So let me get out of this and use what we have. There's a train. I've got to send that to Tim. He's our train boy. He likes trains. Well, I guess I can do those two and these two. And it'll be just 4 stamps. How's that? How's that for cheese and crackers? I tell you, I know it's summer. It's just July or June, and I have been sweating like a pig. I've been sweating a lot. And I'm gluing these down. And then the next one is scribbles. Scribbles. What do y'all think about when you see I say scribbles? Scribbles. Mm-hmm. Scribbles, I tell you. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to use this little piece of tissue paper right here. And that's all I'm going to use. I'm going to scribble on this tissue paper. And I think I'm going to use a stamp. I've got a stamp, and it's gibberish. I call it gibberish. And I'm going to stamp it on this tissue paper and put it down in the middle. That's what I have in mind. And I have a drawer that says words, and that's where this is. It's in the word box. So I think when I think of scribbles, and you could also scribble, but I'm going to use words. Man, I've been getting my exercise today. So let's see how that'll work. on here. So that's what I wanted right there. So this is what I had in mind. Scribble there. Scribble there. Scribble there. And right there. And right there. Y'all like my scribble? Is that a good enough scribble? And there. And there. I think that's enough scribbles. And I'm going to use my varnish to glue this tissue paper down with a brush. And I think that will work out nicely. I used archival ink so it's not going to smear. Yeah. Get it all down. And I will trim that edge off after it dries. And I think I got it all down. Move the rest of the stamps down a little bit. The paper was a little bit textury with all that paint. So I'll make sure the edges are down real good. I'm liking this so far. So what's next? String. String. Okay. We're going to get some string. And I had some over here. And I think I'm going to use, should I use brown or maybe a powder blue to match that car? It'd match that car and the little blue ink in this one. Should I do a little blue thread instead of the brown? We can do that. Oh, and I got to make room for a bird. Whew. There's a lot of stuff on here. Let me get a little blue piece of string. That's what I want. Powder blue. Sorry about that, guys. Powder blue. this one? It's almost gone. And it's just 2, so that'll be all right. So I'll just lay this down. Oh, the scribble would look cool on the cardboard. Yeah. Yeah, it probably would. And I could have gone up and down on the ridges, you mean? That probably would have. Probably would have. So I'm just going to take this thread and lay it down. And I'm going to put it all around and goof off with it just a little bit. It's got shape where it was on that piece of cardboard, but that's okay. We're going to do like this, and we've got blue thread, and I like that. So I'm going to take my varnish and just dab it down a little bit with the wet varnish to get it down around. Good, good, good. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh, I love that. A little bit there, a little bit there, and a little bit there. That'll work. And we just have to let that dry for just a minute, and it'll pretty much stay there. Like that. Okay, I got my string on there. It's very subtle. And then the next one is let's see, we did the cardboard, we did the paper wad, we did the cardboard, we did the postage, we did the paper. What was the paper? We did the wad, we did the cardboard, we did the postage, we forgot the paper. We went straight into the scribble. But we did use tissue paper and the scribble together. So I'm going to consider that part of my paper. I really am. And then we did the string. Now we're going to do a sponge and an ink with ink. And I've got ink right here. And then we have a photo, a bird, and an inspirational word. Sponge with ink. So I've got a sponge. And I've got some ink. So let's see what colors of ink I got over here. I got some blue ink. Of course. Yeah. We got aquamarine ink. So we're going to use that. Now, I'll let you all tell me. Do you want me to use the round sponge? And I could sponge on the cardboard, or I can use this sponge and I can do little rectangles on the cardboard. Do you have any Don't look ahead. I know. You like the round one? Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of ink down here. And this is going to slurp it up. The ink. I do have a smaller round one. A smaller one. And it's a used one. So it might be a little better than the bigger one. Big or little? The little one would fit on there. I'm gonna go use the little one. I gotta get that out of the way. So let's get the little, yeah. I think it will be too. So I'm gonna put some roundness on this page. And then we could throw this away because it's been used 2 or 3 times. Well, this is something. And I don't normally do little pages. I do big pages. And this is different for me. I did it, I think, once or twice this year already. I did a smaller page, and it wasn't so hard, and it doesn't look so bad. So, when I said when I got this book started, I said half page will be fine. I can do it on half a page. And I did. So there's the sponge and the ink. Okay. I'm going to have to throw my water paper away because it's too big. It won't go up there. I don't have enough room to go up there. All right. So now we need a photo. And did I find some photos in here? No. I couldn't find my people. I got people. So, another thing I can do is a photo can be anything. It doesn't have to be a picture of a person, but I do have people. So how about if I just use these little people? Make my own Tim Horton people. Yeah. I'm going to use these guys. Can't use the brochure for another book, that's for sure. So what we can do is kind of fussy cut them out a little bit, just a general, just a little general fussy cut. So, oh, it said old photo, wasn't it? Or did it say photo? My paper just said photo, but I don't know what it was supposed to be. Was it supposed to be vintage photo? Is Becky still in the room? She's probably nodded off. I'm thinking it was supposed to be vintage. I just didn't write it all down. Joyce says 18 people have been struck by lightning in South Carolina. Joyce, you know where I live in Florida, New Smyrna Beach. We had somebody, this is tragedy, guys, struck struck by lightning, a man in the water in the ocean, and there were people all around him, and they got him out, and they immediately started doing CPR, and they did CPR till the EMS got there, and then they, of course, they rushed him off, and he passed away. He didn't make it, and but that's not the worst part. I don't like to share bad news, but he was on his honeymoon. Tragedy. I have some vintage things. I'm sorry I said that. I probably shouldn't have said it. Angie's home. But here's some vintage things. And there's some vintage faces. I could use some of them. This one would be good for a paper doll. I think I'd rather save that for the paper doll. I can cut it out real good. And these two girls too. Look at that. They would be perfect for a paper doll. So let's find something else. So these two, oh, can I get two of them? No, I can only get one. Thought maybe I could swipe one of them. I really like these three girls. They would be perfect paper dolls. Okay. Now I do have some old photos, but I misplaced them because I can't find them. I looked, I looked and looked. I do have something to look at one more thing up here. I do have to make room for four things to get up here. I've got in my possession some boxes up here that I think I might be able to find something in. So, and these have been up there for years. So maybe I can get them out and find something and see what's in them. You know. So I'm out of breath now. So we did the sponge. We're looking for an old photo and a bird and an inspiration word. So okay, I've got some vintage photos in here. Look, there's some dictionary paper. I need that for my envelopes. I was going to use telephone books because I couldn't find a dictionary. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Heck fire no. Let's get over here so y'all can see too. Y'all might see something you like. Any paper, roll off papers. Oh, look at that. Funny. Just a funny. There's a tissue box. I used to make ATCs out of tissue boxes because they were pretty. That's a pretty page. It's got copper and gold on it. Look at that. I don't know where that came from either. So I'm kind of looking for something. Oh, this is my favorite blue napkin. And look, I found two of them. And this is favorite too, a favorite blues. These blues are my blues. Oh, I love those blues. You just keep them in here for safekeeping. Okay, it's not what I'm looking for. I could probably throw every bit of that away. This is called ephemera. I got these boxes at the. This will probably be the box I want. I got these boxes at the secondhand store. I've got pictures and photographs, bears, animals. Oh, who was doing the doggy book? Who was doing the dog book? The dog book. I need to know because I can come up with some dogs for you. See? Who was doing the doggy book? I'm thinking Doretha. Was it Doretha? Joyce said Doretha. Look, Goldie said Doretha. Well, I'll send these little doggies to her. She would like some dogs, and I've got some other dogs over there. Um, that I know that she would love. I've done a doggy book. Those are cute dogs. I've been looking, but I haven't been shopping. Just looking. This is vintage. He's a vintage boy. Here's some girls. I think this is a vintage uh, magazine. There's 4 girls. They would fit on my page. How about if I just use them? Because it said photo and then a bird. I need a bird. And it need to be smaller than the birds I've got over there. Oh my gosh. Poodles are so cute. I'll send that to Doretha. Got butterflies. Don't see any birds. Got one of these. It says, without God, our week would be sin day, mourn day, tears day, waste day, thirst day, fight day, and shatter day. Ain't it the truth? Looking for a bird. There's some animals there. There's another puppy. Looking for a bird. Oh, look at this post. This is a report card. Miss L.P. Gillett is the teacher's name. The report of Beverly Redmond. She got straight S's, S's and O's. And that's outstanding and satisfactory. Let's see. Attitudes towards school. Attitude towards work. Attitude towards other children. Attitude towards self-reliance. Health habits are superior, outstanding. Let's see if there's a date on there. 1937. Grade 1. And look at this little book here. This is Ephemera. Grandma Gray. I should send this to Juju, and she could read it to us if it's all there. Grandma Gray was very fond of little children, and so am I. She had 10 grandchildren under her own, some large and some small. See, I bet you she could read this and not get in trouble because it's so old. Uh, how old does it have to be before you can read it? It looks like all the pages are there except for the last page. It doesn't have the last page, so she'll have to make up the last page. Juju. Hey, Juju. It's older than dirt, guys. Juju, do you think this would be old enough to read without getting in trouble? There's nothing in it on where it was made. Uh, those pages are gone. Thomas H. Jordan. This is Little Tommy's. I'll send it to you. It's got, it looks like it might have most of the pages in here. It looks like they're all numbered. There might be some missing. 29, 32, 37, 39, 40, 45. Oh, okay, no, it looks like the pages are all there, except it ends on 62. And the last paragraph says, I hope that you little folks who have read this book will never be like Jane. Oh, okay. So you can finish the ending. Oh, Teresa, um, whatever is easiest. If you mail it to me, I can still use it as a journal. And if you either way, I can still use it if you put one inside the other, because you can. It'll just be postmarked. That's all. Okay, Juju, that'll go to you. Now, what was I looking for? I found a photograph that I'm going to put on there, and we'll cut these four little girls apart. They're not old, but there's another dog. We hit the jackpot of dogs. That'll be a cute one. I'll send that to Doretha. Okay, so I've looked through here, and I'm going to send that to Juju. And that's a turkey buzzard. Is that? Do we want to put that on there for our bird? Really? I don't think so. We won't use that. We don't want to use that. Here's a label. Changed my mind. Said I'm going to sell. Okay, so there's that. I got one more box over here. I got to find me some envelopes. These are scraps. I haven't looked in this box for years. It's got some wallpaper in there. It's got some packaging in there. Look, birds. So we found the bird. Okay. And I got that photo. Unless I find something else. This is junk mail. And to be honest with you, I could probably just go ahead and throw it away. I don't use a lot of junk mail for anything. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a cowboy. I'll send that cowboy to Gigi. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Isn't that awesome? It's so good to be happy and joyful. So, this is just scrap paper. So, one of these days, you know, I could just take this paper and glue it all down in a book and then I'll be done with it. Couldn't I? Yep, yep, I could. There's fabric and tissue boxes and this stuff here. That stuff. All right. I've got enough time to finish my thing. Dustin's Barbecue. This was a kids menu thing. So that and that can go to need another envelope. Do I have any more? And I need one for Teresa. Oh, Esther, I found your napkins I was going to send you. Did I send you any napkins? Do you need any more napkins, Esther? So one to Juju and one to Teresa. Juju, what else do you need for my room? Speak now. Forever hold your peace. I'll just use the little marker. And we'll give her that too. Duty calls. They'll come and clean your yard up if you have a doggy yard. Well, hi, Lori. Come on in. I am just been so busy and playing and having so much fun. Okay, Esther. Okay. It wouldn't be no problem. Okay, so I'll show you what else I'm going to put in here. Then we'll finish our page. These are called fan books, Fandex, Fandex, Fandex books. And they come in the used books stores, has them. And they come in dogs and cats, presidents. I think they've got Native America, uh, states, the United States, and they're they talk about each of the dogs on this and front and back, and I give him away as he's cute. I wouldn't mind having one like that, but you can they're to learn, But I'm going to send some of these to Doretha. So, but they're called Fandex, Family Field Guide cards, and they're fun to take like on trips if you got kids and learn in the car and that kind of stuff. Just saying. But I like them because I think they had butterflies. I've had the butterflies. And there's a screw on here where you can take it apart. And it's a plastic screw. So, pigment powder. Is it Brushos? Is it you sprinkle it on paper and then spritz it with water? Pigment powder. There's all kinds of burst. You can also make paint out of your pigment paper powders. If you're into homemade paints, you got to have some uh, special mixtures to go with it. Anyway, that's not coming off. So what I'm going to do is go through here. I don't know what kind of dog she's got, but I'll tear out a couple like that. For Doretha. So we'll share. And if this won't go in here, I might have to bend them. But this might work for her. Okay, so I got 2 more envelopes to fool with. Now let's get our photos on here and our birds. I'm sure this is just a movie star. Okay, we'll put them down there like that. Here we go again. Having lots of fun tonight, guys. I have really, really enjoyed all of you guys and the art. I love doing art, and I am tired. I don't know what's going to happen to me when I have to do 3 of them in one day after today, after the next Tuesday. I'll have to do 3 on next Tuesday. And I don't know how I'm going to handle that. So let's just try that. And try that. I'll put it there. So I might end up take naps. I did today. I napped on Becca. I said, and I hollered at Candy. I said, Candy, I can't do it. I gotta sleep. Take over. I passed out big time. But we had been out and about, so I was tired. So now what did I do with the other bird? There were 2 birds. They were laying right here. I'm sure it's in front of my eyes. Right there. Put it right there. We got birds, and then I got to use some kind of a word. Bird's the word. That's what the kids used to say. Word bird. It was a cartoon of some sort. So there's birds, and there's photos, and then that's that. And let me find a word. And this is an old box that I had on in the closet, and it's got words. Fall in love. Put that right on top. I don't think I need to work. I need to look any further. Further. I just got to find a place to put it. I guess I'll put it up there. It would fit down there. Let's put it down here. There we go. Now we got some glue. Now we got some glue on the subject. Okay, there's got to be something to fall in love with on that page. You just gotta fall in love. Okay, everything's glued down. You could fall in love with those birds. You could fall in love with the traveling. You could fall in love with the old cars. So we did our very first page. How about that? And I'll trim this off right here. Perfect. So we did it. Okay, everybody, it's 9 o'clock, right on the nose. So that was good. We did a good. We had a lot of good times. So let's see. I need to start. The only thing I can remember is we're going to start a to-do list, and we're going to put batik on it. We've got what were some of the other things that we want to do? that I want to finish my bead frame, my picture frame with the beads on it. And we're going to put batik. We're going to do batik sometime, and it has to be after the 100-day challenge. So I've got a to-do list, guys, and I've got what were we going to trade? I was going to put on there for trading. Uh, oh, stencils. A stencil trade would be fun. So we've got a list started so that we can keep it straight. I have to have a list. I do better with a list. So um, that's all. I've got a mess in here to clean up tomorrow for sure. So uh, I can't think of anything else I need to do today. So thank you all for hanging out with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So Juju will be on in a little bit. I think we've got a new lady, uh, Vicky Sullivan, and I really like her. She's really nice. She does anything and everything with a tea bag, tea bags. She does tea bag art, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, yeah. So uh, uh, I can probably she just came on, so I can probably go over here and share her channel. Let me share her channel with you, Vicky. Vicky W.O. Sullivan. And you all can go over there. Oh, she's talking to you right now. Let's see. Let's share. There we go. Copy link. And then we'll go back to me. And we will go down here and paste. And there's Vicky. If you want to go over and see something cute, she does some nice things. And I usually watch her until Juju comes on, and then I go to Juju's. But she don't care. She comes over to Juju when she gets off anyway. So yeah, go over there and tell her hello, and that we were coming in just to say hi, and you were coming over from Beth, and because she knows me now, because I go over there. So good night, everybody. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you in the chat room. Good night.